I'm Sharon with the Orange County Library System here at the West Oaks branch in Ocoee, Florida on February 18, 2013, capturing memories from our community. Please tell us your name and where you are from.
I'm Kathy Boyle, and I was born here in Central Florida, Pine Castle, born in Orlando Regional Hospital back in 1957.
So what's your earliest memory of Pine Castle, Florida?
Probably the earliest memory I have was attending kindergarten, but I don't have all that many memories about that. More of my memories center around elementary school, Pine Castle Elementary, and going there.
Well, could you tell us some of those memories from your days at Pine Castle Elementary?
Oh, sure. I remember walking to school, Pine Castle Elementary. They had a wonderful playground, really fun things to play on there. But some of my favorite memories are field trips that we took while I was attending elementary school. One of my favorites was when we went to the T.G. Lee Dairy, which is down off of Cimarron, where north of where the airport is now. There was a huge dairy and farm there, and they'd take us in and show us how they milked the cows, and that was a lot of fun. We also went to the Merida Bakery, which is off of I-4 near Michigan. We go in and take a tour of the bakery, and they give us a little loaf of bread when we left, which was always really exciting and delicious. And another field trip I remember taking is we went to the city of Kissimmee once. They had a zoo in Kissimmee. There was a railroad station, and it was across the street from the railroad station. And those were some great times.
Did you get to pet any of the animals in the zoo?
No.
They just let you look at them?
They just looked at them.
So when you were in Pine Castle Elementary School, did you have, was it modernized? Were they current buildings? What kind of experiences did you have in the actual buildings themselves?
We had portables. I remember being in a portable in second grade. At the time, what I remember now is we didn't have air conditioning in the classes. Of course, we didn't have air conditioning at home, so it wasn't anything unusual for us. But now it's kind of unusual. We'd have the windows open.
I was going to ask, the windows open. Do they have fans or anything, or?
I don't remember. I'm sure they must have.
Because that would be pretty hot.
I'm sure it was.
Florida,
really,
Central Florida.
Central Florida.
Have just no air conditioning.
I'm sure it was.
30 kids in a classroom. Yes.
I'm sure it was. I don't really remember it being hot, but I'm sure now that I think back, it's unusual when you compare it to these days to be sitting in a hot classroom with the windows open.
Now, you had said something earlier about something of being in school and being told about JFK. What was that all about?
Well, one of the things I remember when we went to school is they would have sirens that would go off every week. It was a drill, and it was during the time of the Cuban Missile Crisis. So I remember that, and I remember one day being really worried because we had to know our parents' name, and I couldn't remember my mom's first name because she was just Mom to me, and kind of afraid that I might never see them if something happened during an air raid. But when I was in, I believe, second grade, they brought us all outside to the flagpole and had the entire school stand around the flagpole, and that's when they announced that President Kennedy had been assassinated. And they let us leave early that day. I remember my mom walked to meet me because they were afraid that something might happen between the U.S. and Cuba with him being assassinated.
Well, what do you love most about Pine Castle?
I have wonderful memories of growing up there and playing with my friends.
Well, what changes have you seen in the Pine Castle area over the years?
It's grown up. There's buildings where there used to be orange groves or pieces of wood, fields. My grandpa owned a piece of property on Lake Conway there and had a garage, which was really nice. And that was kind of a rural area at the time, but it grew up.
Well, I see that you're holding a certificate. If you could hold that up and let
Sure.
us see us, and tell us what this is for.
This is a certificate of when I was a student assistant at Pine Castle Elementary, and it just says that I was a library student assistant. It was 1969, and this is just shows when I first began my love of working and helping out at libraries.
Do you like libraries?
I love libraries. I've spent my entire life at libraries.
Oh, that's very good. So, what is your favorite memory of Pine Castle? Do you have a favorite memory?
Not that I can think of right now.
That's-
Probably going to my grandpa's and swimming in the lake.
Was it a big lake?
Lake Conway. It's
Oh,
yeah, it's
you
a
were
very
swimming in
big.
Lake Conway. Do they
Yes.
still swim in there now?
I don't know. We have gone there recently, but I didn't swim. I jet skied. But
I thought I'd seen jet skiing.
yeah, it was a beautiful lake back then, very clear. That's where we had swim lessons when I was growing up. We had swim lessons at Lake Conway, usually at somebody's house.
Well, that's very nice. Well, Kathy, this is a very good interview, and I thank you very much for coming here today and participating in the Orlando Memory.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I love Ocoee, too.
Great. I love Ocoee.
Thank you.
Thank you.